I'd say that's probably my favorite part as well, just because it's so satisfying at the end to like see everything come together. Like even more so than like a usual project because you help work with like other people, and even though it's really challenging, it's so rewarding because you come up with solutions to these problems and then you get to see them function well in like your final project.
Exactly. Our next question, how has competing in a hackathon benefited you? Micah, you can start us off.
For me, I think it definitely helped with like my coding abilities and being able to figure out why certain bits of code weren't working because it really encouraged me to like research and figure out the reason behind why something isn't working rather than just like ignoring it and leaving it for later, in which case like I could forget about it because there's just so much more like limited time compared to a normal coding project. And again, like it helped me grow closer to my teammates, like even if I haven't met them before, like just working on something together just creates a much closer bond with everyone.
Yeah, that's so great. Natasha, do you also want to add something?
Yeah, definitely. So competing in like a hackathon definitely improves your skills of technology and helps you meet new people, as Micah said. And it also helps you like team up with other new people and attain new connections. And in addition to that, hackathons also definitely help your resume, no matter if you win an award or not. As like when you can also put projects on your resume and also the newfound skills that you acquire from the hackathon.
Yeah, I totally agree. Hackathons not only strengthen your resume and help you connect, but also let you gather new technical skills that you can use in the future. And our final question, any tips, strategies, and or words of encouragement for beginners? Uh, Natasha, if you want to start.
So the tips I would give beginners is do not be afraid to try new things and to join hackathons even if you don't have any previous programming experience. Hackathons have been a really fun experience, and some of my best memories happen when participating in hackathons. And overall, hackathons are just a good way to learn new things and get to know other people. So don't be afraid to look at hackathons in the area and participate in them.
Yeah, definitely. There's no penalty for if you don't win anything. And most of the time, everyone you meet is really chill. So just have fun, do your best, and don't worry about like messing up. Micah,
For me, I would say like figuring out good resources to use like during the hackathon. Even if you don't like know too much about the thing you're working on, if you have like a good resource that you can use and fall back on, it'll be a lot easier. And you might even be able to use it like after the hackathon is over as like a really good resource. And also, I would say like the most important thing in a hackathon is to like just communicate well with your team. Since being able to communicate your ideas and like what you've done and what you've finished over the time is going to be really important when making sure the project goes along smoothly and the final project is finished, uh, especially during online hackathons. But more than anything, I hope that you'll have fun and definitely don't be afraid to try new things, whether it be like doing a project on a topic that you don't really know too well, or just doing a project that like requires code that you've never tried before. Because in the end, everything's gonna help you grow, even if you don't win an award.
yeah, absolutely. Know your resources, communicate with your team well, and above all, have fun. If there are any questions from the participants, they can put it into the chat and it can be directed to Micah or Natasha or just in general. Uh, at this time, are there any questions from anyone? Because if not, then we will move on to the mini hackathon. So I'll wait a minute-ish for any questions. Okay, I don't think there are any. Oh, okay. What motivated you to first do hackathons? So I guess either of y'all can take that.
What motivated me personally is that like for hackathons, you get to really explore what you want to do with code and get to have like-minded people to help you work on your projects. And that's kind of like my main motivation as to see your project come to life and being able to get all these awards from all these events is definitely a good learning experience to have.
Yeah, that's great. Micah, do you want to add anything or nah?
Um, Mainly it was like the same reasons for me. I just wanted to like um have an excuse to like do something new because otherwise I don't really know like where to even start with like newer ideas. So
Yeah, hackathons are a really good place to like kick off any project ideas that you want to try out. In the Q&A, there's a question. I'm not able to see it.
Okay, I can read it out if you're comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question is, do we need to form teams before the competition, or can we work with other people we meet at the event?
For this mini hackathon, you can, if you know anyone that you want to work with, you can do that. But if you don't, then you'll probably be working individually. But in general, for hackathons, you can form teams beforehand with like if you're going for like a club or if you're there at the event and you don't have a team yet, they usually do have like a specific time for forming a team. So you can get together with people who have similar ideas or interests to you. So you don't need to worry about like, I don't have anyone to work with because if you want to work with someone, you can probably find someone. Okay, any other questions? If not, then we'll move on to the next part. Okay, then thanks Natasha and Micah for your time here. If you want, you can stay or we'll also, I guess, say goodbye to you. Okay, then bye if you're leaving, but if not, then you're welcome to listen in for the hackathon. Before we dive into the logistics of the mini hackathon, I just want to quickly thank GeorgiaFIRST for organizing the symposium and also providing for the prize. This wouldn't be possible without their hard work this past month, so I really appreciate all that they've done. They're excited about the mini hackathon, and I'm sure y'all are too, so let's get started. So this mini hackathon will require you or a team of no more than 4 members to develop a solution to the announced theme. It's preferred that submissions are a website, app, or game that was developed using code, but a well thought out design idea like a Figma or a Google Doc are accepted too, and they're perfectly fine. So all participants are going to need to submit a less than 5-minute video explaining their solution or prototype. We'll give out a rubric in a moment so you can know what exactly the judges are looking for. If you coded something, you should also submit the code as a GitHub link or as a Google Drive folder, any way that the judges can see your code. And lastly, as an optional choice, you can submit the link to like directly to your website or your design, or give a less than 1-minute app demonstration video. So just like a walkthrough of what it's like to use the app. And that doesn't need any sound. So all submissions are going to be due October 16th at 11:59 p.m. And this would be pretty much exactly a week from now. Make sure you save this link if you're going to participate. You'll need it to submit. So write it down on a piece of paper, bookmark it in your browser. Just make sure that you can remember it. It's tinyurl.com/symposium2021. dash hackathon. You just need to remember like tiny URL and then this symposium this year for the hackathon. So this is where you'll submit your project. I can come back if you didn't get it. Just let me know at the end. We'll be giving first place a backpack with some surprise goodies inside. Since this is a mini hackathon, it's not supposed to be anything like too grand. So this event is more of a getting some experience with what it's like to participate in the hackathon process. So that's why also because of the scale, we're only offering first place a prize. If there's more submissions, then we'll also give out a second and third place. So lastly, sure, I'll do that at the end for posting. I'll post at the end the submission link into the chat. But anyways, drum roll for the theme reveal. This hackathon's theme is going to be My STEM Education. You might be wondering, what does that really mean? You can take this in any direction you like. Do you feel that your STEM education needs improvement? Do you want to use what you learned from your STEM education to help others? Or maybe you want to just promote how a STEM education can allow someone to pursue what they want to see in their future. Just be creative with your solution to the prompt. So it can be anything relating to basically STEM education. I'll also send the rubric in the chat at the end so you can see the specifics of how you'll be judged, and it lists like all of the like points that you get for each category. So good luck to everyone who will participate. If you have any questions, again, you can email me at katie.w@purehsrobotics.com. Remember that it's going to be due a week from now, and that'll be all for explaining the mini hackathon. Let me put it into the chat. If you don't have any other questions, feel free to go ahead and you can begin working on what you want to do for this mini hackathon. If you have any questions, feel free to put it into the chat or Q&A and stay behind so that way we can answer it for y'all. Okay, if you don't have any questions, you're good to go. We'll see what you submit in about a week. Bye. Oh, yeah. Let's see. I'll also put my email into the chat. Oops. Wrong one. Well, you have my email. Someone asked, do we need to form teams before the competition or can we work with other people we meet at the event? Wait, oh, sorry, this was from earlier. No problem. Glad I could give y'all some experience with hackathons. Hey, that's good to hear. And yeah, you can definitely work alone if you want to. Okay, if there aren't any other questions, then we'll see y'all in a week and what you create. Bye. For our two last participants, do y'all have any questions or? I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Okay. I guess we're good to end the session.
Okay, well, bye.
Bye.